What are we doing?
We're trying to buy the Ghost record at midnight.
Okay.
But I didn't pre-order.
We are at the Skeletá-eve at Fingerprints in Long Beach. So we're about to get in. Let's go. How many times have you seen Ghosts live?
The first time I seen him was probably in like 2015.
377, come on, dig deep. Going once.
Can you subtract 11?
We got 377 back here.
Label distribution that help make this possible. Give them a little bit of a round. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. Okay, if you have not purchased and you would like to come to me, if you want to pick up a pre-order, come over here to Matt. If you want to get a consent or
And you got the little
Vinyl?
Oh,
Yeah.
this wasn't a pre-order?
No, this was on the shelf.
Okay, you already got it. Nice. And what's your name?
Papa, my actual name is Bernardo.
Which Papa do you think is the best?
Number one.
Number one? Why?
Well, he's our first one that I saw live.
Okay.
So, he's always number one.
When was that? Where was that?
The Roxy 2012.
2012?
2012.
Nice. Which song off the new album are you most excited to see live?
Obviously, Certain Nights.
Yeah?
Certain Nights, that's the one I want to see most.
Okay.
We did hear the record today, but I couldn't hear it well,
Sure.
So, looking forward to hearing it,
Are you excited to see his mouth?
A little bit.
a little bit, or a little afraid?
Yeah, a little afraid,
Fair enough. How would you describe Satanized when you first heard it?
A little bit different, but still good.
Yeah?
Good way,
Have you listened to the whole album yet?
No, we did, but...
Just now, right? Yeah? What are your thoughts, initial?
I give it like a 7 out of 10 right now,
Yeah.
Right now, it's 7 out of 10 right now, but once, maybe it'll go up once I hear it a couple more times,
Nice. Do you believe Tobias when he says that the ghost lore is going to go away?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay. Why is that?
I think it's too much.
Yeah.
Mostly mixed up with the fans, and the lore, itself. It's everywhere, it's not in one place. So
Sure.
I think that's why.
How long did it take you to put on the costume?
It takes like 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the eye makeup, the lens, and it's a natural clip, you know.
Any tricks for anybody that would want to do it?
Just stay hydrated, you know. You're gonna get sweaty. You know?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you can turn
Be
it on.
prepared.
Yeah, you can be
Lots of
prepared.
water.
Yeah. Wear comfy shoes. You know?
There you go. Nice. What's the story behind it?
The story behind them is that we absolutely adored doing the bracelets for the concerts, and so I'm like, okay, so I made 100 skeleton bracelets to bring to this tonight, and just they're great openers to talk to people, and they're a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's amazing. How long does it take you to make them?
I think I can probably make about 6 an hour, but
Wow,
yeah,
nice.
it just depends on what they are. We have another huge one that we're setting for July for Las Vegas, so I've got to have at least 2,000 for that one. So, you know,
that's a lot.
Get it caught up and stuff, but it's just
getting real good at it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that tie-in, what would you say would be the best thing to learn as a child from the Ghost Lens?
Oh my gosh, I think honestly it's just acceptance, that you have to look at each person for their gifts and their talents and know that yours are going to be different than someone else's, and it doesn't matter if you're 4 or you're 40 or you're 90. The messages that are there for just hope and peace and acceptance is what we need. We need a better world. And so to me, I definitely see it. I have never felt more accepted anywhere in my entire life than I have in Incredible Ghost fans.
That's amazing.
And when we left the forum, I always remember Papa telling us on the 10th, September 10th, he's like, when you see people, they need help, you help them. You do all of this.
I remember that.
I got out of the parking lot in 5 minutes. I've never gotten out of the parking lot in 5 minutes. And it was because everyone was flashing each other on. It was people we knew who we were. We were good people. We were Papa's people. And we were making sure that we're going to take care of each other.
Absolutely.
And so I left with this feeling of hope that I hadn't had for a really long time. So it was like super healing to me. And so now
incredible.
I'm just kind of this crazy ghost fan that looks at people and says, you know, don't take it at surface value. There's so much more there. It's so much deeper.
Well said. Well said. What was the first time that you got introduced to them?
That would be through my daughter purchased him as a knockoff, and then I'm like, what is this, and why is he now living in our house? And so she's like, oh, well, you really have to start listening to the music. And she's like, okay, I'm going to warn you a little bit because, supposedly it's death rock, but it's not. And I know how you are. And I'm like, but I'm relatively open-minded. I'll give it a whirl, right? So then she's like, okay. And I owe it to him, and now he goes everywhere with us. Tons of people recognize him. He's got his backpack, and we just talk to whoever comes up to us, and it's like, what is this? And then interact to people, into our following, and into, we've taken him everywhere. And especially, we had a great time with him at the ministry in Altadena, and took pictures of him and everything. So
that's amazing.
Fun.
That's wonderful. I appreciate you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
And would you like to share your name?
Sure. Diana Fowler.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so
Beer
much.
Von Wright.
Thank you.
Grafikmetal.
Just to listen to Ghosts.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for getting a CD, but they ran out.
No, don't ruin my.
It hurt. It hurt me, but
I thought
they weren't expecting a lot of fans coming in.
There's a lot more than I thought. Yeah, exactly. What do you think so far? Are you listening to it then for the first time?
I've listened to 3 of them.
Okay.
When they premiered.
Like the 3 songs that came out. Yeah.
Early songs. But the rest, I love it. It's amazing.
The adjective that you would give to describe it.
Enchanting. Very hypnotizing, enchantment.
Yeah.
It puts you in a spell.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That's awesome. 72 seasons too. That's not okay. And then curveball. Wow. Okay. All right. And Mattel. Okay. All right. You actually have to check out. I actually reimagined the album cover. When were you first introduced to Ghost?
Me, it was when people think I'm a fake fan, but like it doesn't matter. But like I was introduced to Ghost during like Mariana Cross.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's a funny story because like there's this like Latino like shock show, whatever it shows something, and
Okay.
Papa the Second was there, and they're like, oh, he's evil. You shouldn't like you
Sure.
shouldn't pay attention to him.
Yeah.
And like I'm like turning to my mom like, this guy's cool. I like him. My mom's like, no, don't. And when I did research, I'm like, wait, I know this guy. This guy's the cool guy.
So it was like a happy accident, and then you kind of just fell in love with it from there. Okay. Do you think Mariana Cross is the best song? Or what do you think is your favorite song?
Rats.
Rats. Nice. I love it. I love it. Okay. How about off the new album so far? Early thoughts on what was the best song? Not one of the three that already came out.
I don't remember what the name is. I think it's like Guiding Lights?
Guiding Lights.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a ballad.
Yeah.
It's one of the 3-ish ballads, I guess. You'd say
That was
first to
my
last, and I think that's track 6. Maybe 5. One of the two. Actually, it's 5. I think it's 4.
4.
It's 4. Because it's right after the singles.
Yeah.
Because the first 3 were the first 3. Yeah, you're right. Which nice. Papa version or edition do you think is the best?
He's not a Papa though. He's not Papa. It's Copa.
Copa. Okay. All right.
love Copa.
Okay. All right. Copa.
I love him.
And his is in depression right now. I love it. You know, it's funny. I actually think that he wrote this album.
I think so too.
Right?
I think
because it feels like him.
Yeah.
And it even feels even more like he's trying to punk, you know, the newbie, you know. Turn around. Do you want to be on a podcast?
Sure.
Okay. What's your name?
Savannah.
Savannah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How did you get introduced into Ghost?
Oh, it's actually a really cool story.
Okay.
I was at...
But it better be cool.
It is. I was at K-Rock Almost Acoustic Christmas. Had never heard of Ghost. I was waiting in line to get some water, and there was a shirt just at my foot, and I was like, oh shoot, someone dropped their shirt. And then, so I just kind of was just standing with it awkwardly on my foot, and someone came up to me, and they were like, hey, you dropped your shirt. And I looked at it, and I was like, it's not my shirt. And they're like, yeah, it is. And the whole night, I couldn't read it, because it's like, it was dark in the lettering. And then I saw something happen to the same guy, where it's like, that's not my shirt. Like, yeah, it is. And then I came home, I looked it up, and it was like a setup. Like, Ghost wasn't even in the lineup. They were just like, people were just kind of like dropping shirts at people's feet. And
wow.
It was pretty cool.
So literally, it was intentional.
Yeah.
That they were doing that. Okay.
Yeah, it was intentional.
It's like the Red Bull. Red Bull used to do that kind of campaign.
Oh, cool.
They would drop it and they would crush it. So this way it would draw like intrigue as to, okay, something's there. Interesting. Yeah, she also has a great story too.
Oh,
it's
cool.
interesting. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Which Papa do you think is the best Papa?
Oh, well...
Or just your favorite?
I think Papa 4.
Papa 4.
I think I like the rise from Cardinal-copia up to that. It was kind of like, yeah. But also that's when I was kind of more introduced to them. So it's like, that's the one who I knew the most.
We were just talking about this, so curious what your thoughts were. Who do you think wrote this album? Like, obviously Tobias, but not Tobias. One of the.
Oh. That's a good question. I mean, I kind of want to give some credit to the new guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I might just go with him.
Okay.
With Papa 5.
We were thinking that we feel like this album was written by Copia. We feel like it's
stolen from him.
Yeah, like if you think about everything, you know, like you know, much. So where do you think you're gonna see Papa 5 for the first time?
San Diego.
You gotta go to San Diego.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that
which
was-
venue? Is
Aztec Arena. I think it's
Aztec Arena,
I think
okay.
it's by SDSU. Or
Okay.
at SDSU.
What's the best song of Ghosts?
Oh, that's an impossible question. I don't know. I really like Call Me Little Sunshine, honestly.
Okay.
I really like that one.
Nice. And
And Which Image? I'll change it. Which Image?
okay.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's it. I like that. Which song off the new album are you most excited to see live?
Ooh, probably Love Rockets. Or not.
Yeah.
The,
It's not the yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to. Love Rockets.
Yeah,
I mean, we're all gonna be singing anyways, right? Yeah, it is Love Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know
That's
how
what
many
translates
times
to.
that like
Missy Amori.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
one.
pretty sure it is. Yeah.
And then I like Lacrima too.
Okay, yeah.
I like those ones. Yeah.
I like I think it's U8th, the second to last
Oh,
track.
that
Is it
one-
U8th?
yeah.
I think that's not 100% sure if that's
No, I
the pronunciation.
I like the
but
sound of that one.
Yeah.
That one was cool.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
was one. I think that's the one where they played when he was supposed to walk through the door.
Yes, I think so. I believe so.
So.
Yeah, that's exciting. Which chapter? Where is your favorite?
Oh. I like the his father's father, his father's
Uh-huh.
father. That one. I like that. That one's
Yeah.
funny. That one's classic.
Nice.
Yeah. And then that's the same one where Cardinal Copia comes out with the boombox on his shoulder. So
Nice.
that one's pretty
Do you
iconic.
believe that Tobias is? I mean, do you believe when he says that the ghost lore is coming to an end?
I mean, if
Question mark.
If he said it, then yeah, I trust him.
Yes, Tobias. He is known to
No, it's when
throw you off.
He said that, and then all of a sudden just like released a whole like lore-filled
Uh-huh,
chapter. So
uh-huh.
it's funny.
Uh.
But I mean, I think it's reasonable. He said that at some point it'll come to the end and just be the music, and I feel like that's reasonable.
What would you say is the greatest gift that you've received from falling into the ghost world?
I think it's very like soothing metal, I would say. It's very melodic. And so I like that you can be someone who likes like heavier stuff and like I really appreciate the instrumentals, but obviously the vocals, it's not like death metal like which I listen to also. But not everyone likes that. But people who don't like metal still like Ghosts. So I think
Sure.
I appreciate that it's like heavy but like very calming and like you know what I mean by calming, kind of like the melodic part, which I think
It's easier to relate to because it's a little bit, like you said, soothing, or it's a little more accessible. It's accessible enough where you can build a stronger connection to it.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of people like religious trauma or other kind of trauma, I think really relate, like find peace in their music, like more so than in other bands. And I feel like that's part of it, where there's kind of like the darkness in it, while also like kind of like a mix of like anger, but also like peace in it. And I feel like that's a good.
I think it has a balance.
Yeah.
You know, it's light through dark.
I'm super excited to hear the new music. It'll be my first ritual in August, so I'm excited to see them live for the first time.
First time?
First time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm
Nice.
excited about the no phones thing. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I trust me. You'll have to check out. I did a whole episode on that because I loved it. I was at the shows, September shows
nice,
of
nice.
A couple years ago, and it was incredible. Yeah, I'm all for it. Everything. Like
yeah,
it's
cool. No,
yeah.
even I didn't realize that. Even I was at the gym and I saw it was like an interview I think with Kobe Bryant, and he was saying that like after he made some shot, he looked at the crowd and like in the past he'd see everyone reacting, then he just saw phones and it was like I never thought of it applying to also like sports. I always thought of it just,
100%.
like, concerts.
They are just as annoyed.
So
Yeah.
that was very like it's like everyone who's a performer to some degree is
Exactly.
like, I just want to see your face. So, I hope it catches on everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's
Speaking of that, how long did it take you to put the makeup on?
okay.
I did it super quick because I got off work at like 9:30.
Uh-huh.
So I did it in like 45 minutes.
Nice.
I was just speed doing it.
Okay, there's another person who also put the makeup on, and he claims it took him 5 minutes.
No way.
Yeah. All right. What do you think? You heard it then for the first time?
Yeah, pretty rocking.
Rocking?
I need
Yeah.
to take some time myself and really, less of an ambient, space.
Of course.
To get a better listen to it, but
Yeah.
your rock's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything you got before a bit. I only know the first 3 singles, so
The first 3, yeah.
So once I got listened to the other I think it's the better song solo, that was close. And now I'll make a decision on how I feel about it. But so far so good. Yeah.
Up to this point, which is the best Ghost song?
As of right now, I gotta go Ghost song total or off the record.
Oh, in general, catalog.
In general. Okay.
Because you haven't listened to
Different
the other
question.
songs too much.
Personally, Cerise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I got Zenith.
Zenith.
Underrated.
Okay.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Nice.
Heavily.
Nice.
Yeah.
And would you go with those as far as best live as well, or?
We haven't seen Zenith yet. Right?
Well, I don't think
no one has.
Okay.
But Cerise is amazing live. Yeah. That's one of my favorite. They play it every time I've been so far. So yeah.
If we're gonna go live, I gotta say maybe Year Zero.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That one
yeah.
always
Classic. Absolutely.
The place blows it
That
up.
one
Yeah.
never fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get introduced into Ghost?
We got a buddy up north in Canada who got us into it. I kind of heard he was into it, and that's when I got into it a little bit. And
Okay.
Ben grew on me because of him, really. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, same friend, but I got in around the time Prickell came out.
Okay.
That was when I got introduced. Was when that album came out.
Okay. Nice. Which Papa is the best?
Which Papa?
I don't know what number it is, but the one during Meliora, I forget which one it was
Papa
called.
3.
Papa 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I would say that either Papa 2 or Papa 3.
Yeah.
They're kind of up there for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe Tobias when he says that the Ghost lore is coming to an end?
For me, as long as the music's good,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna run up.
Oh, it's always rocking,
I don't want to say I don't
rocking.
care, but,
He's touring?
it's
I'll be
music.
there.
Yeah, exactly, dude. The band sounds good, cool. I'll be there. Like, I don't need a backstory for the music if the music's good. I mean, that's the bottom line. So if the music ain't good, none of it's gonna sell. So
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. What's the band that makes you think of Ghost the most?
Think of Ghost. I was talking to you about this earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Sound-wise, at least, if you want to go back towards like Meliora more, I would say Opeth for sure.
Okay.
And if
yeah.
you really know about Ghost, he used a lot of the guys from Opeth, and they have a lot
This is
of
true.
They have their fingers on and their handprints a lot on a lot of the earlier stuff too. But he goes to them a lot for like recording advice and a lot of help with the record still.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say Opeth for sure.
Okay. Nice. How about with the new album?
With the new
Early
record,
sound. What are you thinking? Where's the inspiration coming? Your guess.
Maybe their own work even.
The new song Peacefield, I got some bits of Journey, the Final Countdown. I heard
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of there's one track in there that sounds a lot like Mariana Cross a little bit. So
okay.
recycling kind of the new vibes, but I mean it's the same guy writing his own music. It's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
happens with everybody. You know?
Yeah.
So you can't even knock that. But,
For sure. Yeah. I joke that it's the drummer with one arm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Like.
Def Leppard.
Yeah. Exactly. Nice. Any other last or what's your favorite memory of Ghost? Like related to Ghost.
I would say first thing that comes up to mind is when we saw him with the Volbeat.
Oh, that was the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were co-headlining.
Is that during the pandemic?
That was coming out of it.
Yeah, coming out.
Just
yeah.
contacted. Yeah.
It was-
I was
it
supposed to be
it
there, but I wasn't
yeah,
able
it was
to.
right
yeah.
before Impera came out. So
Yes, exactly.
They were playing Kaiserian before
Yeah.
it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
That's when they started doing that.
Yeah, probably my best memory was seeing him first, and I saw him in San Diego. That was pretty cool too. And like I went to the pre-Imperator, and the Imperator, and then the re-Imperator. So, but overall, they were all like very similar set lists and everything. But yeah, just
Are
seeing
you
them live.
gonna go to San Diego for the next upcoming
We're
show?
gonna try to, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the game
Or
plan right
Vegas
now.
is the other option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they add more dates, like a closer one. I heard they added more dates. I mean, I say they got to add one in
Yeah,
LA.
we'll see what happens.
They made
I
they did
say
make-
that, but at the same time,
just made
we are
the movie.
greedy because let's be honest, like
And also,
LA is a second home. Like you come.
and then he also just made the movie in LA.
Exactly.
I say
Exactly.
They're gonna
Yeah.
add, predict, they're gonna add Dane LA, but that's just my prediction.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, what are your feelings towards the no phones?
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
love
like my stuff. I like taking a little. I take videos every concert I go to to just document, but I don't like have it. I take like one or two per concert, but
Yeah.
at this point, I think it makes the experience better for everybody.
Yeah,
It does, yeah.
because
Well, not
it's,
everyone,
Almost
but
everybody.
99%
I
or
guess for
something
me,
like
I
that,
think
right?
it makes
it's
Yeah.
a win-win, and I don't
Yeah.
care how people feel about me saying this, but it's like putting the phones away at the shows, like it gives your attention and you feed your energy straight towards the band, and it helps them feed off of you because everyone's focused on what they're there for.
There's
they're
there's
like,
so many benefits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
both ways, all ways.
the
It's
energy from the band getting released is a lot better. The energy
That's true.
getting felt from the crowd is a lot
Yeah.
better. It's just it's gonna be a better show regardless.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's what people.
I mean, out of
say.
curiosity, were either of you able to make it to the ones that were they're filming? Yeah,
exactly.
It was
So-
like it was.
We went to the forum one when they were like filming the movie, and
Yeah.
you can see the crowd just so much more into it. Like
Yeah.
they're not like saying anything. I don't know.
But they're
Exactly.
not the only ones. Tools big on that too. Like the singer Maynard. He's big on
Oh,
that,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
film
for
thing.
sure. Yeah.
So they don't because I went to see him recently at the Staples Center. They don't like lock up your phones or put them in the pouch. But it's like,
They've always been like
Underwritten
that.
rule
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
they,
like
I
even
think
the-
they're coming at it from the artistic standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I-
like, dude,
yeah,
you're here
yeah.
to watch the show, like enjoy the concert, and they put on a fucking good show too.
Yeah.
So they're
That's true. How many times have you seen Ghost live?
I've seen Ghost.
I've seen him 3 times. I think you like twice.
I think me was twice. The
Yeah.
second time was the movie.
Yeah.
This summer's gonna be 3.
Yeah, so Anaheim, San Diego, and then at the LA at the forum.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a aspirational like wish.
Yeah.
What venue or place? It can be like literally anywhere. Where would you like? Where's the ultimate like place you would want to see Ghost live?
I feel like I've already seen it. I like the forum a lot.
Okay.
I've already seen
All
it.
right.
The forum's good.
That place is iconic.
They sounded really good at the Honda Center.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I guess ideally, in a dream world,
Yeah.
smaller venue.
Sure.
I like the Wiltern a lot. That place is like
But-
iconic.
Okay.
But that's impossible.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of irony, the Vatican.
That's what I see. That there we go. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking Stonehenge is another place
Yeah,
or something
that'd
like
be pretty
that. You
sweet.
know, like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
like a historical landmark. Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
exactly. Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Cheers. Any other last words?
No, I'm excited for a new album cycle
no.
with Ghost. I'm excited for the show. The set list is. The
Yeah.
set list is good.
Are you excited to see Lips?
Hmm?
Lips. His lips.
Oh, him actually moved. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
Probably change the page, yeah.
Nice. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
Did you get to listen to the album?
Well,
No.
listening to the
Like,
album is great.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are your
That was
what are your
awesome.
thoughts?
Yeah, I love it. Just
What's the vibe? What's the vibe?
I love that organ solo. One of the tracks had a great organ solo.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And the twin guitars and the it.
Yeah.
Some ballads. Yeah, there's a great mix of everything.
Nice.
That makes Ghost great.
How did you get introduced to the band?
I probably a friend told me about them.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, it's metal. It's already like metal, but more of a little bit of a pop slant, but also
Sure.
all this imagery and iconography and whole
Yeah.
storyline.
Do you have a favorite memory?
Maybe when I saw the movie in theaters.
Okay.
Alive.
At the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. It was
Right here, right now.
It was like
Yeah.
being, pretty close to being in there, and better shots, and all the storyline in between was great. So,
Which song is your favorite to hear live?
I think Dance Macabre.
That's for okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's good.
It's the
The beat.
dance
Yeah,
move.
exactly. It's totally
that's
true.
right in the name.
Exactly. Are you do you believe Tobias when he says that the ghost lore is coming to an end?
I don't know.
Or do you care?
Maybe.
Would it bother you if
I
it
don't know. I think it's fine. He'll do something else. Maybe it shoots off to something else, and I think it's his own stuff.
Sure.
He can do
Yeah.
whatever
he wants to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Which do you think is the best album art cover of the Ghost albums?
The art cover. I really love the first one.
The first one?
Just
the
even though it's
simplicity
like a
of it, the
ripoff
introduction. Yeah.
the Salem's Lot poster.
Yeah,
but
basically.
it,
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, nice. What's the significance of the stamp?
I was there at least. I was there, no matter what.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. What are you gonna do with it? I haven't decided yet.
I'm probably gonna keep it somewhere. I'm gonna take a picture of it, hang it up on a wall, probably put it in a shadow box or something.
There you go. Okay. All right. How did you get introduced to Ghost?
2017.
Nice.
That was my first concert. My graduation gift.
That's a badass graduation gift.
2017. Right after I graduated high school, it was with Iron Maiden. They were headlining, and
oh yeah, it sounds about right. 20. Okay. Yeah.
And it was the Book of Souls tour.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. What was the song, if you remember, that really just was like hit you?
Honestly, let's see, 2017. I think if they had it, it might have been Square Hammer.
Square Hammer.
I heard it and I just I lost my head. I was like, oh my God,
literally.
What
Nice.
is this band?
A hammer hit you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't care. There was I had bad seats too. There was a 6 foot tall guy just standing there. I'm over here just I can't even see the show because he's wide too. But I heard the music and I just it hit me. So
nice.
That was pretty cool.
Is that your favorite memory, or what past that?
Honestly,
What's your?
That's probably my favorite
Okay.
memory.
All right.
Yeah, when I was just there. You're just there experiencing something.
Sure.
Because I didn't even have a phone at that time.
Well, speaking of that, what are your thoughts on the no phones ban on the phones?
I like it.
Yeah.
Because that actually puts people in you're here, experience it. You can't escape. Because that really bugs me whenever I'm I'm at a concert, I'm having a great time, I see somebody on their phone, I'm like, I should kick your ass after this show.
Where do you most would love to see them? Like a place, a venue, and it can be anywhere.
I want to see them this year in Inglewood.
Okay.
At the YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Wherever they come from.
YouTube.
Yeah, which I mean I work right by both of them.
Oh wow! Oh right, in between. Okay, yeah.
There's a forum right there. I work at Target.
Okay.
So when I see them.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
I really I will kill to see them. I will literally just die if I see them this year, right there.
It might happen. There's talks that there's gonna be a secret LA, show getting introduced after. Later on when they're farther along with their tour, because currently there isn't one.
Kiss
LA.
the goat.
Yeah.
If they come to Whiskey, please invite me. Somebody.
They have actually. They've done Whiskey.
Yeah.
Did an art gallery too with it too,
really?
at the Whiskey. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. Let's see. What's your favorite Papa?
Papa 3.
Papa 3. Yes. Why is that?
I mean, that whole album just got me. I think that's about the time.
Well, also you got introduced at that time too. Yeah.
When I saw him, I was just taken away. That's why I got the face paint. I try to do it, but I'm not that good.
Very important question, because up to this point, there has been drastically different time frames of how long people have said that it's taken them to put the face paint on. So for you, how long did it take you?
Actually, I put it on originally at it took me maybe 2 hours because I had to take it off and redo it because it didn't look good the first time. So this time, at least the cheeks came out a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie.
This will blow your mind, but there was somebody here that actually claims that he did it in 5 minutes.
Maybe 5 minutes if you're on weed. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like 5 minutes.
Exactly. What's the song? Ooh, actually, you're probably gonna say the same. I was gonna say, what's the song that you would recommend somebody to hear, to get introduced to them for the first time?
Satanized.
Okay.
Satanized.
I like that answer. I feel like most people wouldn't say Satanized. I mean, it's newerish, but I like that a lot actually. Yeah, but why do you think so?
It hit different. I'm not gonna lie. All of them are all of the albums have different different themes, and this one, I believe it was about emotions. Correct?
I mean, I can give you my personal opinion.
Okay.
I have lots of them, but I don't. I mean, there's not a literal like it's Tobias. He loves to keep it vague, open for interpretation.
Honestly, I just saw it and I was just like taken away. I was Satanized at that point.
And you got the stamp to prove it. Speaking of that, what is the vibe? So you think this Skeleta is? You think it's based on emotions? Is that what you're feeling? Or when you were listening to it then
honestly,
for the first time?
I think so. I just heard it and it's really different from the rest of the albums. I can't really describe it. It just I think it is the emotions, but it really hit different from compared to any other album. Like Prequel, just like that one is close second. That whole album is close to second.
It's also the most similar to this one, I would say, because they're the most melodic.
Yeah,
if nothing else, mostly because of dance and what's the other like high poppy song on
Rats.
Well, Rats is as well, but there's another one I was initially thinking of. But either way, they're the if there is two that are similar-ish, it would be them too. Even though I agree, this one is very different. I call it the drummer with one arm album.
God damn it.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, yeah. Because I mean, I'm curious. Like, do you think it has that kind of that drum sound that eerily sounds like, I don't remember his name, but yeah, the drummer from Def Leppard. Honestly, and then there's 80s vibe to it too. Like
yes,
it's totally 80s vibe. Definitely. Rat. It sounds like Rat a little bit, and Journey at times, and
I've heard of that one with Peace Field, right?
Yeah, Peace Field.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
That one, I'm gonna say. I mean, if they want to sue, they can. But honestly, it's like most bands are gonna have the same.
There's always something.
Or similar chords if they're using the same tuning. There you go.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's I think the real reason why it kind of feels like 80s, because it's the sound and the production.
Yeah, but
it's super crystal.
It's still
like
the original Ghost sound that you can't really take away.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, opportunity for the rest of the band to really kind of like bring their personality and their show off a little bit, because there's like a lot of like there's like keyboard solos and things like that are a little bit more expressive on this album more so than the other albums. I feel like I was noticing that. Yeah. Well, any other last words?
Let's see. Fucking Ghost.
Cheers. All right, who are you?
I'm Rand from Fingerprints in
Nice.
Long Beach. New location.
And what just happened?
We just had a listening party for Ghost's new record, and it was crazy. We expected there to be a lot of people, and there was a lot of people, and they brought friends. So yeah, it was
That's
great.
amazing. So a success?
Big success. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah, a lot of very excited folks, and a lot of people seeing the store for the first time, and it was good.
Any particular memory from this evening?
You know what? We've done a bunch of Ghost events, and they are consistently surprising in just how passionate that fan base is. So for me, I love seeing fans in costume. I love seeing people that are, they're yelling and screaming and they're excited.
What was the previous one that you?
Well, we did one on the last record, and it was kind of a wild, like a hologram type thing. So there was a character who passed, fictional character, but a character that passed away that they set up basically like a memorial, kind of a shrine, roadside shrine kind of vibe in the store, and people came and put out candles and did offerings and came in costume, and I was, when they told me about it, I was like, okay, we're gonna have like 4 people, and it was packed again, and people made like amazing artwork, and there was all these like voodoo elements and de Muertos elements, and it was phenomenal. Yeah, it's a really amazing fan base, and I don't know that there's anybody else out there right now that has a fan base like that.
I take it you're a fan?
I am a fan, but I don't. I grew up listening to a lot of metal, and I don't know why I haven't gotten as deep into Ghost as I need to. But I dig them. So.
Are you planning for a future event?
As long as they bring them to us, they've been very generous. We've come close on some really crazy events with them, but everything we've done, like I said, has been well received. So we're there for them as long as they want us.
And while you were playing it,
Uh-huh.
the new album for the first time, what was your reaction?
My reaction was I was pleasantly surprised with how hooky it was, and how metal is. I always tell people when they say, I'm like, what do you listen to? And they say, I listen to rock and roll, and I'm like, well, that's everything from James Taylor to Metallica. I'm like, well, that's such a crazy spectrum, and I think metal has become that as well, where you've got everything from the the new wave of UFO and Iron Maiden, and kind of more melodic metal into kind of the Cookie Monster and some of the hardcore and some of the deeper, darker variants, and I like that Ghost has that melodic side to them. It's a nice thing to kind of throw back.
Nice. Any other last words to say to Ghost fans?
No, if you're already a fan, I got very little to contribute. Stay strong.
Yeah.
It was great. So.
Cool. Cheers.